Let's see. You have a handout on a picture of a typical meal. I think it's in Spain. We did breakfast. Lunch is on your own. Dinner is going to be in town. In town is going to be, depending on where we are, they try and do local flavor, right? So that means in England, one of the days, at least every time I've been in England, and I've been a lot of times now, one of those days is going to be fish and chips. Yes, it is. So I hope the fish and chips are tasty. I like fish and chips. But sometimes it's Indian food. Indian food is very popular in London. We usually go to Wagamama. Have you guys heard of Wagamama? It's good. I like it. It's like ramen. It's a bowl full of noodles, and it's really good. I love Wagamama. Speaking of meals, let me get one point I want to get to. Sometimes, for some reason, somebody doesn't like a meal, or they're not feeling well, and they just don't eat very much. One thing we're going to do as we look around the restaurant is we look around to make sure everyone's getting a nice meal. They're finishing their food. Now, you guys are doing okay. I say, if I see a big full meal not being touched, I got two things on my mind. Number one, is that person feeling okay? Is it because the meal is not what they want, or they don't feel well? I'm going to ask. I want to make sure they get fed. Or I'm going to go. I want to make sure they have a good meal. And number two, I got boys on the tour that wolf their first meal down in like 10 seconds. That's going to go to a boy. All right, over here, so we can wolf down. Hey, how you guys doing? You want more? It's like, no, yes, you do. Here. And then I walk over and make sure that person who didn't eat the meal is, number one, feeling well. And number two, we get them what they want, what they need. If I don't like the noodles, Mr. Bride, that's fine. Okay, how can I get you? How can I take care of you? All right, and that just comes from us. We take care of that. Don't worry about that. So that happens on occasion. Some people are just not very hungry, and they'll eat one fish and chips, and there's two more pieces there. Boys. So if you have boys on the tour and they're big, strapping, and you think, well, my son's not going to get enough food, Tom and I will do our darndest to try and make sure your boys get enough food. I mean, take a look at me, Tom. We didn't miss any meals. So we're thinking of the boys too. All right, so just FYI on that. The meal, and they change depending on where we are. So if we're in France, more French stuff, right? They have this kind of long, skinny potatoes called French fries. So, believe it or not, they actually have French fries with their steak over there. Real common way to eat steak in France is steak and French fries. Poultry. Going into Spain, the meals there, Spanish food. I think some people have been to Spain here before, and Spanish food is uniquely Spanish. It's not Mexican food at all, which is a good thing, although I love Mexican food. So we'll have some traditional Spanish food, that what they call a tortilla is nothing like a tortilla over here. They tend to, culturally, like to sit down and have a lot of little plates you pass around and share. They call it tapas. I think a lot of you are aware of that. We'll have a chance to have some tapas over there. It's really a whole lot of fun. Now, I do want to point out, since I'm on the topic of tapas and Spanish food, I am right now working to try and add a couple extra activities. I'll get to activities in 1 second. Add a couple extra activities that what I call tour director activities. These are extra activities that every year we try and put together. We do put together. It's a little later than normal because I haven't made contact with the tour director. Usually by now I know the tour director. And so I'm working on it. The extra activities I'm trying to put together right now are, number one, the London Eye. The big giant, we'll do that. We will do the London Eye. I'd like the tour director to buy those tickets ahead of time. Even if she can't, we'll do the London Eye. I'll take care of it. I'll tell you guys how much it is. It's usually around $30. It's worth it. Is it touristy? Yeah, but it's iconic. It's this big, gigantic Ferris wheel right in the heart of London, right across, almost catty corner from Parliament Building and Big Ben and Westminster Abbey. That's amazing. And so the London Eye is one of the extras that's not on the tour, already been paid for. Figure $30 around there. The second thing is a play in London. We always see a play. In fact, every single tour I've been on, every single one we've been in London, we've seen a play. We've not missed a play once. The play we de facto see, and unless someone says they don't want to see it, they want to see something else, is Wicked. All right, so if you haven't seen Wicked, it's phenomenal. I've seen it almost double-digit times, and that's not bragging. That's what I'm saying by that is I still look forward to seeing it. It's that well done of a show. The music is phenomenal. The acting, the theater is called the Apollo Victoria Theater. It's just marvelous. So, but that's a little extra. It's probably going to be around the $50 range. I'm working on that. We will see Wicked. And if last year a few people didn't want to see Wicked for whatever reason, they want to go see Mamma Mia. London, like New York, has all the plays. All right, so if the some play you want to see and Wicked doesn't kind of float your boat, those shows very good. Come talk to me. We'll make an arrangement to try and get you. Mamma Mia was fantastic. I saw Mamma Mia Jersey Boys, Lion King, they have all kinds of stuff. But literally, if you haven't seen Wicked, take my word for it, it is phenomenal. And finally, the third extra activity, extra sounds like I'm trying to drive up the price. I'm really not. I'm trying to enhance the tour, make it the best possible tour I can. The third activity, I'm working on it, is a cooking school in Spain. Actually, maybe we might have a suggestion here. Either Barcelona or Madrid.
Eating school.
What's that?
You know, after you cook it, you eat.
Again, take a look at me and Tom. Eating schools, yeah, we didn't get this skinny for a reason. Cooking schools have proven to be one of the best things on our trip. We do cooking schools all over the place. There are Italian cooking schools, we go to Italy, are phenomenal. But the Spanish cooking schools I've done like twice are just phenomenal. I was lucky enough one time to make paella and a variety of other things. So we're working on that. I'm going to get it done. And then I'm going to get back to you guys and say I'm not trying to sneak in hidden fees. Where's this fee coming from? No hidden fees. I want to let you know that the London Eye and Wicked and the cooking school is just not in the itinerary. It's kind of like with free time. And it might end up being a total of like, I don't know, $175 or something like that. And I'll let you guys know ahead of time. EF has told me, that's the company, that if I want to do the cooking school with them, if they book it in Spain, they can do it. But they told me just 2 days ago, they said, if we book the cooking school for you, it's not on the itinerary, we didn't know, but we can. I'm like, yeah, you can. They said, however, everyone has to do it. Every single person has to do the cooking school. It's got all or none. So if I finally hear back that I'm not finding a cooking school that I'm arranging or the tour director is arranging, and it's all or none, I'll get back to you guys and say, are we good with that, all or none? It really is a phenomenal afternoon. And sometimes what we do on a cooking school, sometimes what we'll do is we'll arrange with EF Tours to forego the dinner that evening. You already paid for it. You already paid for the dinner. We'll flip it. We'll forego the dinner, which will be the cooking school, and we'll flip that into a lunch that normally is on you, but we've already paid for the dinner, so now the lunch becomes on EF. That little flipping of monies happens all the time. This is just wheeling and dealing. It's just kind of what we do. So if we arrange for the cooking school like that, I might do a flip, which just saves you more money. It's just money you've already paid. I do not want you paying extra for food. We already paid for it. So the three things are the London Eye, Wicked, and cooking school. So I'll be back. I'll get back to you on that one in the next few days. I wish I had the answer right now. I'm working on it. Let's talk money real fast. Money. So you already paid for the tour, right? And but remember, lunch is on your own, and souvenirs is on your own. So EF suggests about 40 to 50. Got a new EF document. They went up to 60. I like 50. I use the number $50 a day as an easy number for math. Right? Do you have to spend 50 a day? No. You can spend 15 or nothing. That's up to you. But I recommend 50 for math since we're going on a 17-day trip. 17 times 50 is, just look at my...
850.
It is, very good. So 17 times 50 is $850. Do you need $850? No. But is that a good start? Yeah, ballpark. It just gives you kind of ballpark to kind of figure out how much money you might need. Do you need all that money on you? No. No, what I recommend for how much money to bring on you is I recommend $40, American dollars, in airport money. Airport money. So 20 for the U.S. airports on the way out and 20 for the U.S. airports on the way back, because within the U.S. airports you got like magazines and candy, maybe Starbucks, all that stuff. Maybe if we're in New York, maybe Shake Shack, right? If you guys ever eaten Shake Shack before. So U.S. dollars. And then I recommend starter for the countries we're going to be in. In England, the currency is the pound, right? So I recommend about 50 pounds starter money. You can even go more if you want. Where do you get those pounds? Answer your bank. Talk to your bank about ordering pounds. Order, and it might take about 5 to 6 days to come in, so you might want to get on that fairly soon. You got a month to go. Maybe 50 pounds and maybe about 100 euros. That's starter money. So you need more than 50 pounds? You might, but it's a starter. And the reason why we want that already on our person is we don't want to land in the airport and the first thing that's consuming us is where's the ATM? Right? In any group, you guys have traveled before, where's the ATM? It almost consumes somebody so much so they're not even paying attention to how awesome a place we are at. That's no good. So a little bit of starter money, some pounds, about 50 pounds, euros, about 100 euros is my recommendation. Can you get more? Yeah, you can easily get more. Use the ATM. The ATM is the best place to get money these days. The exchange rates are the best at the ATM. They're easy. Now, you want to go to your bank. It says this on your checklist. You want to go to your bank before you go because your bank's going to block your ATM if you haven't told them you're going to Europe, because they're going to see activity on your card from 5,000-6,000 miles away, and their job is to block it. You want them to block it if someone else is using your card. So you talk to your bank, let them know, maybe make an appointment with your son or daughter. Maybe you don't even have a debit card or something at this point in time. You might want to get one. They're easy. The banks are really good about personal service. They like that. They like sitting down with you. How can we help you on having the best Europe trip ever? I really enjoy working with those bankers because they really, really try and make it great for you guys. A little bit of starter money, right? And can you get more? Yeah. Can parents add more over here? Yeah. It's really easy. Money doesn't usually end up being a problem. Every once in a while, we have an ATM card that doesn't work for whatever reason, and then the student says, "But I went to the bank," and they're all in tears. And we always say, "Don't worry about it. We're working on it." Your parents are back home wondering why it is that your particular bank blocked you. We always tell students and parents, if something like that happens, in the day or two it might take to fix it, we got you. Right? If your son or daughter can't get food or get a souvenir or something, just come and talk to us. Well, we got it. We can add it to get it back later. And that happens on occasion. So I don't want something like that to be stressful. Well, not stressful. Like at the bank, how do I block this? It's not working. All right, we'll fix it. How much do you need? All right, we got it. All right, we'll fix it later. We'll fix it. All right. So that I don't like stressful situations on our tours that we know Tom and myself can easily fix. That happens on occasion, not too often. All right. So. Adults, real fast, for the few adults that are traveling on the tour, take a look at that little handout for the adults, so I can talk to you guys a little later on some of the expectations of adults on a tour that's been designed for kids. These tours are fast-paced. We do a lot of walking, go, 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 go. At the end of the day, EF has designed the tour to be tiring on purpose. EF wants the students tired out. Adults, you can kind of smirk and go, "Oh, I get it. Yeah, you want tired students." So do I, as a group leader. I want tired students. Tired students, after they eat a nice big meal, guess what they want to do? Chill, social media, and go to sleep. Perfect. All right, so exploring the possibilities of the neighborhood around the hotel, that doesn't happen too often, nor should it, but it doesn't happen when they're tired. All right, so with that said, we're walking all over the place, so it's tiring. So tiring for the students means if you're an adult joining us, and thank you very much, adults, for joining us, and I'm right there with you. I'm probably older than you. And me and Tom, it means it's somewhat a little bit more challenging sometimes for us. We're a little bit older, so we're a little bit less resilient. I like the rubber band analogy. The rubber band right out of the bag is your son, and the rubber band that came out of the bag 2 weeks ago, and that's me. All right, it doesn't quite have the same kind of snap back, so sometimes the next morning I'm a little, ooh. All right, so maybe it means an ibuprofen and a leave, something like that. Happens. All right, so as adults, just be prepared for a fast-paced trip. The hotels are clean and safe and basic. Again, no grand chandeliers and grand pianos, but they're clean, safe, and basic, which is what you want. All right, so as long as the adults kind of recognize that, they're fantastic tours. You get a chance to tour Europe with your son or daughter. I can't think of a more phenomenal way to experience age 16, 17 for your children. I think that's a phenomenal opportunity. Electronics. Real fast, the same way you want to contact your bank, you want to contact your phone carrier, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint. You want to contact them and say, "Hey, my son or daughter is going overseas for these days right here. What kind of plan do we have? What kind of plan do you recommend for those days? Can we get on that plan? It's very cheap to make a switch. You might already have it. If you don't, it's like $10. It's whatever. Verizon is the most expensive. So if you have Verizon, they tend to be the highest price one when they do this because they do a daily kind of charge. Others a little more kind of a monthly.
T-Mobile's free, but it's a little slower. You can pay extra, like $20 a month to get it faster.
Yeah, we have T-Mobile.
Unless you pay the extra, then it'll go to 4 or 5.
Yeah, it's like this. Sometimes it doesn't go as fast as you want it to, but call your carrier. So call your carrier, tell them what you got, tell them what the dates, where you're going to be, Western Europe, and they'll say, "Oh, we got you." It's, the Wi-Fi system worldwide these days. Worldwide, we were just in Russia. It's phenomenal. It's just fine in Russia. I mean, it's very, very easy. But just make sure you have the plan that you want. It's an easy phone call. It's not hard to do.